Okay, family, so right now we're in Old San Juan, and we're right across from the Capitol building. And they have a line of monuments as well as presidents. And I just wanted to share some of that with you. So they start with the police memorial. I don't know if you can see up there, it says Policia. And they have the names, apparently, in honor of fallen police officers. All right. And so this is the education monument, which I actually think is really cool. So that's what El Maestro is. And believe it or not, they actually have a Jewish memorial, a Holocaust memorial, she called it. I won't mention that I failed to see a slavery memorial, but they surely did make a point. She said we have a small Jewish community in this memorial. And here are my young adults. Another thing that they have is a line of all the presidents who have visited the island. This is Theodore Roosevelt, Herbert Hoover, FDR, Harry Truman. This is the World War I memorial. It doesn't say World War I because back then there was only one World War. And once they became an American territory, they started spelling Puerto Rico P-O-R-T-O, about a period of 30 years, more Americanized. You know how Americans do. JFK. This one is quite tall. Lyndon B. Johnson must have been really tall. This one is him. Ha ha ha. Here's the so-called black president, Barack Obama. Doesn't look like him. Who is this? Ford? Yep, Gerald Ford and Senor Obama. And again, the Capitol building. So this is a statue of Juan Bautista, which means John the Baptist, and the entire island used to be called San Juan Bautista, and only the port area, which is pretty much the area we were in this portion of the video, was called Puerto Rico, which means rich port. But once the port became most prominent, the Spanish government changed the name of the entire island to Puerto Rico. So San Juan is referred to as the walled city because of these walls you see here that were surrounding the city. It was a port. They built various forts in order to protect the port. And as we traveled around Old San Juan, you could look down a hill or up a cobblestone street and see the original walls still there. And here you can see the walls going all the way around Old San Juan. And in between the walls are these big open spaces where the cannons used to be to protect the city. And coming up, you can see a guardhouse. In Spanish, they call it La Garita. And apparently there are about 50 or so located around the perimeter of Old San Juan. And there was a Spanish soldier in each guardhouse to look out for any threats coming by sea. And here you see a community on the right and a basketball court donated by Carmelo Anthony. And so this is one of the oldest forts, and they fought battles actually on this greenery there. And here's a plaque that shows what some of the various battles were that were fought here. So almond trees are big here. All these trees around here are almond trees. This is the square of 500. And so all these benches, two dates, 1492 when the Americas were so-called discovered, and 1992 when this place was built, this square, and they have these V's, the Roman numeral 5 on all the benches. So this is the square of 500, the coat of arms of San Juan, which is a lamb sitting atop a Bible, and then a standing lamb. And then that big totem pole is a replica of some of the broken artifacts of the Taínos. And this thing over here, the second floor, is the Museum of the Americas, where a lot of the slave history and so forth is contained. Look at these low-lying almond trees all surrounding this. What really clued me in is here are the small almonds right in there. Very cool, sort of like the cashews in the Gambia. I hope you enjoyed these highlights of Old San Juan. Until next time, peace and love and light.